Hey gang, it's Boontar. I'm going to be heading to bed here shortly. Before I do, I need to make a couple of phone calls and place a couple of orders. One of them, you can bet, is Tube Spraying Company. But I figured I'd fire up the video once more before I crash to remind you guys I do have a contest going on, and it ends Monday. Okay? So, Monday, midnight, Eastern Time, cutting it off. So, it's a simple contest. I think it's a pretty decent prize pack. You can look through my old videos if you haven't seen it already, the prize pack. But it's open and available to any and everybody. You just got to be a subscriber to my channel and put a video in. The video is for what's your give me an idea of something that you put together, your own blend, something that you've smoked that's a combination of this and that or whatever. And that's it. So, and make sure that your video is between 1 and 7 minutes. You're going to find out next week why I've been harping on that. 1 and 7 minutes. No less than 1 minute, no more than 7 minutes. So, all right. Before I take off, I'm going to show you last night what I came up with. You've heard about the 4 green fellas. We do have one guy so far has made a video. So, thanks, Mike. We hope to be seeing more from you. And I've heard from at least one other guy who's talked about making a video here soon. So, and he's the guy who started this whole 4 green fellas thing. And he is also, he's a man who has a way with words. He is quite the wordsmith. And he is known amongst the fellas as the poet. And once he gets on here and puts a video or two up or and gets his bearings, you'll see why. He's something else. But now, just to back up a little bit, that 10-year-old tobacco that I was smoking, the Bard, and then the other tobacco that I put together that was in my original 78 subscriber contest video called the Warrior. So I put together the Bard and the Warrior. Well, last night I put together, I'm calling it the Poet. And this is in honor of my dear good friend who first introduced me to pipe smoking so many years ago, and who was also responsible for bringing the 4 green fellas back together. And his favorite tobaccos are University Flake and Erinmore. So what I did is I tried this last night for the first time in a pipe with a much smaller bowl, and I tried cramming way too much in a little bitty bowl. So, but all right, I've got, which one do I have? This is the Erinmore, and this is the, okay, so I've got the University Flake. I bought a half a flake or so. That's the University Flake. Alright, take about a half a flake or so. If you can see that there. Alright. And then take about a half a flake of the Erinmore. Oh, that's a, okay, there. There we go. Alright. Now, take the Erinmore, take the University Flake, and I just hold them together, alright? Fold them suckers in half, like so. Okay. And then I've got my Tim West Churchward right here, and I just take that folded up mess and just mush it right down in the bowl and give it a good mash. Now, this big old, I don't know if you can really look at this. Compare the size of my hand, the size of this bowl. It's a huge bowl. I tried doing this last night in my Peterson St. Patrick's Day pipe, and I did about a half of each flake, and man, this thing was overflowing out the top, and I was trying to cram too much in, too tight, and it ended up I could barely get a draw on it because it was too tight. And here I think I put about the same amount of tobacco in, and you can kind of see here how much my finger can still go down. I mean, my fingernail is still able to fit in the bowl. So I don't think I need a whole bowl anyway. I'm about ready to go to bed after I make a couple phone calls. So this, my friends, is the poet. That's not bad. It's really not bad. It's got almost like a sweet and salty flavor, if that makes any sense. You know, that Erinmore has a kind of a fruit almost, and Virginia's, and I think it's is it Burley in the University Flake? So, yeah, if you're not a fan of either one of these tobaccos, this may not be for you, but if you do like either or, try the Poet. So, contest ends Monday. Get your video responses in. Put your video as a video response to my original contest video, which has been a while back now. And by the time my contest ends, I think my wife is at like, I think 46 subscribers or something now, 2 days in. So by the time my contest ends, she's going to be ready to, she's going to have to put up 100 sub contests before long. It's something else. You guys are good. You guys are good. I appreciate you showing the support and showing the love. So, all right. Well, that's it for me. I got a couple phone calls to make. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that while I enjoy my bowl of the Poet. And then I'm going to bed. So, until next time, smoke 'em up.